Who is Datu Ubal? Datu Ubal is a Muslim chieftain, a brother of Rajah Buayan Silungan. What made Datu Ubal became great in his time? What he accomplished in Buayan? In 1591, Rodriguez entered into an agreement with the Spanish government in Manila. He would pacify and colonize Mindanaw at his own expense, and the Manila government would designate him governor of the island for life. 5 years later, in April 1596, he set sail for Mindanaw with 214 Spanish soldiers and 1,500 native allies from Luzon and Visayas. At Buayan, the seat of government of the powerful Rajah Silungan, Rodriguez landed his men on April 25. Master of Camp Juan de Lazara led them alone. They landed with little order, for they had never fought with the natives of Mindanaw, and so they thought of an easy victory against them. Disgusted at this manifest lack of military discipline, Rodriguez landed from his flagship to instill some order. He went clad in armor so strong that a change from an esmeril is a small piece of ordnance, would not pass through it. Only his head was unarmed, but covered with a cap and plumes, while Anagro carried his helmet that he might be less impeded by his movements. He was accompanied by well-armed soldiers. On the other side, Rajah Buayan Silungan heard that there were foreigner arrived at his territory aiming to conquer the entire Buayan and its adjacent. The Rajah sent his messenger to Captain Rodriguez to confirm the news. And the news was true. Rajah Buayan Silungan gathered his men and relied to them the news. Afterwards, Rajah Silungan brother, Datu Ubal delivered a message in front of the well-armed men, and he said,
O countrymen, I have killed a beef animal and invited you to the feast that the sacrifice may consecrate, and you witness my solemn vow to dare and do in defense of our native land. We are here in our own country, and have neither offended nor declared war upon the Castilians. Yet a Spaniard who calls himself governor of Mindanaw says that he has bought from his king over the seas the right to conquer us and to rule in our land for 2 generations, during his own lifetime and that of another who shall succeed him. A self-confessed hireling, he has brought his fellow mercenaries and has been fighting along the Rio Grande against the soldiers of Rajah, our leader on sea and land. Should our Buayan patriots dignify with honorable warfare those who fight only for plunder and pay? In what way do they differ from pirates, these who prate of religion and service to their God but who think only of gold and care not how dishonorably they get it? Such are not deserving of being met steel to steel, shield against shield. Their leader deserves death, but not as a soldier, and then, leaderless, his ruffian band will leave us in peace. I myself will shorten his purchased governorship by 1 life, his own. Hear now my vow. May a thunderbolt strike me on land, a caiman devour me in the sea, and may never a woman look with favor on Ubal if I rid not the land of the Buayan of this mercenary invader.
Fast forward, the two parties felt the tension against each other. But the Captain Rodriguez strongly believed that he could easily invade the Buayan, and that made him careless. On the other side, Datu Ubal planned to attack the camp of the Capitan and successfully entered to the camp. He looked for the captain tent, and the captain had not taken more than 50 steps from his tent, when Datu Ubal suddenly ran out of some dense tufted thickets and, attacking him with his campulin, cleft open his head. Rodriguez fell from his wound and died 3 days later. Yes. He, Datu Ubal, successfully killed a Portuguese conquistador, Capitan Esteban Rodrigues de Figueroa, the leader of a 1596 colonial expedition to Mindanao, which included 150 Spanish officers, 120 crew members and 1,500 Filipino converts from the north who were armed with swords, spears and shields. Datu Ubal successfully defended his native land, our homeland, Mindanao, against Castilians and proudly maintain our sovereignty as nation and preserve our tradition and culture. Therefore, Datu Ubal principles in life are based on justice and freedom for his countrymen. That made him our hero, the hero of our homeland forever.